My claim that I'm stating here today is that I fully support military use against terrorist organizations and corrupted governments. One point I want to talk about to support my claim, and it was talked about on connectusfund.org, is how military is spending money while creating opportunities. Now, when I talk about opportunities, I'm talking about job opportunities because we need people to create materials, vehicles, equipment, facilities for military to use. Now, when I talk about such things, I'm talking about tanks, land vehicles, aircraft, jets, stealth planes, drones, battleships, aircraft carriers, destroyers. These things aren't being made by themselves. They're not just popping up out of nowhere. People are out going out there making it while making money, bringing income, and creating funds for others. Now, one thing I want to go into is with debates and speech about military use. On theonion.com, they recently talked about Obama's military plan against ISIS, and we'll talk about them to stay up to topic about something. Now, Obama spoke that we are a symbol of hope, a symbol of peace, freedom for those innocent bystanders and civilians over there in that region of conflict in the Assad region where ISIS is more or less located around. We're seeing it as that ISIS is a cancer and that we need to defeat that cancer before it spreads and becomes a whole lot worse. So we need to come together as a global family, and it's not. And I want to get to that. It's not just us. It's not America going over there making a name for themselves, showing everyone we're like top dog or something. It's the United Nations. It's us coming together as a race globally, with the United Nations at the head, doing everything in their power to defeat ISIS and stop them from doing what they are doing. We need to bring stability and peace back to the Assad region. Now, it was spoken about on debate.org that military force has saved hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of lives with military force. Because without military force, where would we be today, honestly? Who knows? We need to use military force against ISIS because if we don't do that, we're giving them we're making them bolder, making them more prideful and to do things that they shouldn't be doing. They're going to go out there and attack and create conflict and pain and death on innocents and bystanders. We have to be there and show them and put fear and scare into this organization and to other corrupted governments. And in doing so, if we're over there, we can actually disband governments and organizations from ever doing anything if we're located over there and showing that we're going to be over here and supporting this region, this area that needs help. And it's not a matter of if, it's when we defeat ISIS, because we did defeat Al Qaeda and we will defeat ISIS. When we defeat them, we're actually going to be preventing other organizations and governments from rising up and trying to do the same thing that they're doing. So it's a win-win for us. Now, Huffington Post talked about how we have lost lives over there. Yes, we have. But all those efforts, those lives that have been lost over there, it would be a shame, unwise, and unjust to just walk away, disband, and leave. Because in doing so, if we do that, we disband and leave ISIS over there, just like a dog off its leash. It's gonna go crazy. They're gonna go global, start attacking everywhere around the world, and they're gonna attack us here. They're gonna attack us at home, and home won't feel so homely anymore. They're gonna do the same thing that Japan did in World War II at Pearl Harbor. They're just gonna come and attack us. So rather than being here and having fights and battles over here, we need to be over there attacking them in the region they started at and defeat them there with military force. because honestly, diplomacy isn't just going to work with them. And I'm going to state a quote here. It's from Alfred from the Batman the Dark Knight movie, and it states, "Some men aren't looking for anything logical like money. They can't be bullied, bought, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. This is my claim in supporting military use against corrupted governments and terrorist organizations such as ISIS."